Hello, welcome, it's me. So I'm in my same location as I have been for the past 2 videos. I hope they go up in that order or whatever. I still have another video I'm working on involving Pokemon, but it's taking a long time. I lost footage for it, so you know, I've just recovered it, a good chunk of it, so I'm like trying to compose it, and then there's been new shit. Anyway, not the point. I'm taking a break from D23 stuff to now react to the latest Black Adam trailer, which I haven't been spoiled to. I wanted to react to the first one, but then I went and saw, like, I don't know, one of the movies that came out this summer, and the Black Adam trailer was shown in front of it. And then I saw other movies, and it just kept being shown, so I was like, I can't react to this. So just know that I've seen it. I thought it looked fine. I wish that he had his widow's peak in the ears, but he doesn't. I'm a little concerned, but I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see Dr. Fate, though it's weird that I would not have picked Pierce Bronson, but he sounds really nice. And I'm just curious to see how the rest of the movie pans out. I feel like they're going to be covering a lot and there's not enough time. So we'll see, because I think they're also touching on Justice Society, I think Inner Gang, and, you know, the whole origin story of Black Adam. And I feel like it's a lot. And then they're not entirely making him a villain, which he's been known for in the comics, or at least a highly jaded anti-hero who becomes the king of his country. Oh, I'm blanking. Is Tall Rock? No. It's like Egypt, but different. Sorry if that's like an overgeneralization. But yeah, let's see how this trailer pans out. Let's see if we get more nuggets. I like my nuggets. Here it is, 14 million. Sheesh. I think this premiered during some...
My son sacrificed his life to save me.
Did he?
His powers are not a gift, but a curse.
Okay, interesting.
Born out of rage. Going up to know.
Ooh. God, he moves like Superman.
This loose cannon
pretty.
needs to be locked down before innocent people start getting hurt.
Is that terrific?
It's been asleep for 5,000 years.
If you find us a cell that can hold him, we'll take care of the rest.
Hi.
Who's on the team?
Waller! Hi.
Bring a passport.
We don't need passports.
Hey, Noah.
We're the Justice Society.
Hell yeah. Oh, you look amazing.
Black Adam.
Oh, that was
We're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender. I'm not peaceful.
Oh, she looks stunning.
Nor do I surrender. Here we go.
I'm excited to see Hawkman. I'm a Hawk girl, Hawk woman fan, but you know, I'll take it.
I kneel before no one.
Look at Dr. Fate. I love Dr.
To
Fate.
seek justice. You came to exact revenge.
Oh, she's stunning too.
I never said I was a hero. You believe you are not worthy. But fate does not make mistakes.
Ooh.
You have two paths.
Whoa, who is that?
You can be the destroyer of this world.
Oh, it's Savior.
Or you can be its savior.
Yep. Ooh, that was intense and fun. I have so much to break down. I'm excited for this. I mean, I kind of was before because I have a soft spot for The Rock. I think he's really funny and I really enjoy the movies. I really enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw. I know he's probably never going to go back to the Fast series, and I wish we could get a sequel to Hobbs and Shaw because that was a lot of fun. I think it was an interesting serious turn. I know he's more for comedic tones, and there's that guy who like hits him with the stick. I forget what it's called. It's like a baton, and like it bounces off his head. But I hope that's like the most funny we get out of him, because I want this to be really serious, because Black Adam is such a serious character. But I don't know if that's what people want to see. Because, you know, The Rock, I know he can have his, like, serious, sentimental moments, but, like, Black Adam is not a funny guy. His whole story's kind of tragic. and he is an angry man. But that's not who The Rock is, in my opinion. If you see him in interviews, he's just charismatic and chill, and like, he's kind of goofy. So this is such like an interesting direction he's taking, and I hope he can stick it. I hope it doesn't get too comical. I don't want that. Maybe he can have like a small lighthearted moment with the son of the girl that's probably his love interest, because he lost his son. So maybe he can have like a small touching moment with her son. Though that seems kind of weird. I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm nervous. I want this to be good. Again, the DCEU at the moment is such a fucking mess. All the stuff with Ezra Miller, the Snyder Cut, fans still ravaging for more Snyderverse when that isn't happening, and then the whole Discovery takeover, HBO Max probably going to the gutter, and then just focusing on other shit. Like House of the Dragon, I haven't watched any of it, but I plan to. I kind of want to binge it, so I'm waiting. That's just, I don't like waiting. They have a lot on their plate. There's also a part of me that's like, is there a point in releasing this movie? They fucking benched Batgirl, and that was $90 million. There's a part of me that wants to see this, and I know The Rock behind the scenes is trying to champion getting Henry Cavill to just do a Superman cameo at the end of the movie, but we don't know. I think there's supposed to be now a Batman cameo. I think they also said there was a Batman cameo in, what do you call it? In Aquaman 2, and at the end of Shazam 2, and in The Flash. That's may or may not be coming out, because apparently it's doing well. Early release or whatever it's called, when like people get to like see it and review it, kind of, without like going online and reviewing it, but like just letting the company know how they think it went. And that sounded good, but like it's so dramatic what's going on behind the scenes, so like I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. This is interesting because he's supposed to have grown up in a desert, but now there's ice, but maybe that's how they found him 5,000 years later. I don't know. Also, again, they're diverting from the source material, which I think is always a risky move, especially because this is his origin. In the comics, he's supposed to have stolen the power. Hell, he even, in the newest rendition, he like killed his nephew because his nephew was claimed worthy by the gods. But then he came in and sniped him pretty much so that he could take it instead, because he was really angry and like devastated because he lost, I think, his family in the process. Again, he's a very dark character, but he's very interesting. And again, he becomes like this king later. So he also has like a regality to him and a sense of like diplomacy to some millimeter, you know? But like, we're not really seeing that here. Because I think in this one, he is a slave and he's just, you know, beaten down. And I wonder, like, if they'll reveal, like, this is, like, a god-worthy guy. This looks like Mongolian with, like, the horns. I know this is supposed to be, like, kind of in, like, Africa, I think. I don't know the full details. And I guess that's him dying, because that's a different scene, but it's still the same guy. And I guess he just fell into a pool. I do appreciate this more, like, darker take. It's like, this is not a power that I wanted, but the fact that I do have it and it is cursing me, I'm going to fucking take advantage of it and use it to right the wrongs of my past, you know? So I appreciate that. I wish his lightning was yellow. We already have the Flash's lightning being blue now, and we have Thor's lightning being blue. And I think Shazam's blue? Though he doesn't really have thunder, but when he like says Shazam, there's like a bolt that comes down and he transforms. Or reverts, depending. I wonder who he's fighting. And I'm curious about like how this all comes about, because it seems clearly like Inner Gang found him, woke him up, wanted to use him, or somehow like dissect him for whatever reason. He wakes up, he's pissed. Amanda Waller hears about it, recruits the society, or maybe like the society says, we're gonna handle this, and Waller's like, fine, tell me who you're putting in. And we get like Atomic Man, Cyclone, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, and maybe someone else? I thought I saw Mr. Terrific, but I'm not sure. He had like a cool leather jacket, but that also could have been Hawkman because he's black. He's been sometimes black in the comics. I hope he mentions Hawkwoman. I want Shiera so badly. I grew up with the Justice League animated series and Justice League Unlimited. I loved her and Jon Stewart so fucking much. Also, she was voiced by the mom from Wizards of Waverly Place, and I adored her. Like, I loved her Spanish accent. I want that here. But I'm not getting it, so like, he just needs to mention Shiera. And I don't know if they'll do like the plot where Savage is involved, Vandal Savage, and like they keep getting reincarnated, or if Hawkman's an alien. Because they had it in Justice League Animated that Hawkman and Hawkgirl, not Hawkwoman yet, was from a planet called Thanagar. So I'm curious, and she was, you know, whatever. He looks really cool. I love like this like etching of like text on him. I think that's really cool. That's something like that I think is cool specific to him, because like Shazam is the new like modern version of what he was supposed to be, you know? So it's cool. And I wonder if we'll get a tease as to like him wanting to go to the city where Shazam is. I don't know. I feel like he'll want to stay. It's not called Comertage. That's from Doctor Strange. What the fuck is the name of his country? Aw. I'm surprised he was there to cradle his dying son. That's interesting. I'm assuming these guys are inner gang because they have those cool like speeders on the water. They have like these cool guns, but those don't look super high tech. Like inner gang is supposed to take alien tech and then like use it for their own purposes, usually for bad. So I'm curious. I love that he like catches one. Your magic is weak. Oh wait, hold on. Because that looks like protagonist girl. So okay. So maybe they got roped in with inner gang to help find the tomb of where he became Black Adam, and then to like resurrect him to then use him for their own good. But that doesn't seem like it would work. If you know anything about him, he's angry. He wouldn't want to listen to anyone. He's gonna be his own man. I don't know if I like the way they do his speed. It makes sense, but like it's a little weird. Wow, that guy just got blown. I think this is gonna be cool. It looks pretty CGI though. I want that cape. It's pretty fucking cool. It's rad. Ugh, this place is so dope. I'm curious. I don't know much about the Justice Society, to be honest. I know like Black Cat or Blackbird was like a member, and I think Hawkman has been a member. They usually change the lineup of who's been on the team, and this is like almost a completely new team. And I don't know if this is modern day because Amanda Waller looks the same. Viola Davis, hey girl, hey. But this place is phenomenal. Like, did not Clark Kent? What's his name? His name is Kent, but it's Kent. Is it Kent Nolan? The guy who's Dr. Fate. You know who I'm talking about. Does he have a lot of money? I'm curious. Like, I'm so excited to see the interior of this place. Like, this place looks phenomenal. I'm assuming Pierce Bronson has the helm of fate under his arm. I wonder if we'll see, like, do I want all the backstory on all these characters? Like, I don't know Cyclone and Atomic Man that well. I actually don't know Cyclone that well at all. I at least know Atomic Man from Justice League Unlimited. We never saw Cyclone. And I know Hawkman, obviously. And I know Dr. Fate, but I wonder if we'll get any of their, like, backstories and, like, how they came to be. I'm assuming when she's like, who's on the team, we'll get like small snippets. But I want to, like, I'm most curious to see Dr. Fate because he's always been so interesting. In Young Justice, he was really interesting, and also in the Justice League animated series. So, and I don't think these are inner gang. This seems to be like people patrolling the airspace of his country, and he's just like, I'm not dealing with you right now. You can find us a cell. You find us a cell, we can hold him, we'll take care of the rest. His jacket. I love his jacket. His jacket looks so good. He is so handsome. It looks like he has a scar like leading into his hairline, which looks really cool. He looks so good. Sorry. He's very handsome. I feel so bad because he has to wear the helmet for like probably most of the movie. And I'm like, I want to see your handsome face. Ugh. I want to see this drip. It's good drip. Is Hawkman the leader? I feel like Dr. Fate would be the leader. Wait. Does Hawkman have the money? Oh, I love Cyclone. I do remember seeing pictures of Cyclone in the comics, and she does have like her comics accurate like striped high socks. I love that. I love how accurate that is. It's awesome. I'm curious to see how Noah Centineo will fare in this movie because he got terribly overexposed due to Netflix casting him in every fucking movie imaginable. So I feel like people got really sick of him, but I feel like there's been enough time to let like the grievances breathe, and I feel like maybe this could be his comeback. And I like that his bag sort of matches his costume later. You don't? I feel like you probably still need passports. I wish this was a little less fast. Maybe they'll slow it down and they just needed to speed it up for the movie. Maybe this is Hawkman's place because there's a hawk. Oh, his wings are so cool. I'm interested to see how he like activates that because he didn't touch anything. And he does walk without the wings, so it must be that it is like they're not naturally wings like they suggested with the Justice League animated series. I know there was like a belt and they could like strap on the wings and they were artificial, but like I was kind of hoping they'd be real because like, you know, he's an angel. That'd be really cool. He's a golden hawk. This is really cool seeing him sort of like break out of like or like materialize and then like sort of return to normal. That's really cool. That's swagger. He looks great and in charge. Okay, I'm glad his helmet's off again. That looks like, that is the Dr. Fate helmet, because I recognize the, like, fin. It looks just kind of strange in his arms. I wonder if he has his pocket watch for, Eleanor? What's her name? He had a wife. He does not like planes or any aircrafts. He's like, I'm the only one who can be in the sky. I'm not peaceful. I love Cyclone's powers. I love the zoom on her. She looks so beautiful and glam and stunning. And I like that, like, she, like, takes these, like, pointy things, like, pipes, and, like, throws them at him. That's so cool. She looks stunning. Like, look at this. I love that they slow down. It looks like she's trying to trap him, but I'm like, he can just go up and fly out. It doesn't even look like they've even, like, touched him. Nor do I surrender. I love that that spins. That's really cool. Yeah, be cool. He sounds so wise. Okay, I am warming up a lot to Pierce Bronson being him. It's not who I initially thought for casting for him, but like he looks the part. He sounds it. I think he looks cool. He looks really cool. His wings are dope. I hope he's well realized. I don't know if they're a good matchup though. I don't know. I'm curious. I feel like Dr. Fate's a better matchup because he's magical. And I wonder if they'll explain that that's like nth metal. I kneel before no one. We're not asking you to kneel. We're just asking you to like sit down with us at the same time and talk. We just want to talk. Oh, I'm so excited to see Dr. Fate. He's such a cool character, and I feel bad because like he was my sorcerer before I knew anything about Doctor Strange. Like again, I grew up with Justice League animated. I grew up a DC kid, and then I got introduced to Marvel because of the Iron Man movie. But now we've already seen Doctor Strange, and now I feel like Dr. Fate has to like make his own path and be different from Doctor Strange, who's already pretty beloved, even if like there were mixed feelings on multiverse. Did it make it to 1 billion? I can't remember. But that looks very mirror dimension-y. Not a great sign. Well, maybe it's a presence like around his neck. And it's magic, and it makes sense that he's hurting. Sorry, are his eyes glowing differently? Why are you crying? So this is very inner gang to me. Or unless that's supposed to be like Aquaman related. Is Aquaman supposed to appear here? Is that Cyclone? Does she have like a barrier around herself? Interesting. Bubble. That looks like Cyclone. And that's the kid I'm assuming he's gonna bond with. You believe you are not worthy. I love that there's multiples. I wonder if like Atomic Man threw that at him? Ooh, I love that there's like hieroglyphics on his cloak. That's a really nice touch. You can't see his eyes, strangely. It seems kind of weird that he's just like completely blind, unless like they're editing that in later. Like he can't see through it. That's a weird choice. I guess because he is supposed to like blindly give control to fate. Okay, I kind of like that narrative. Because, God, I am so rusty on my Young Justice League lore because there's like the god of like order, which is like Ma'at. Namu? Not Nomu. That's from My Hero Academia. Not Namor. That's from Marvel. But he has a cool name. Usually he's in full control and like sometimes he just allows Kent to, you know, live. But he has to like put on the helm and sort of like give his whole life to serving him. He has so many freckles on his face. Such a clean beard. I'm very excited to see what happens. I wonder who's shooting fire at them. That's not something he can do. Unless that's inner gang? God, there's a lot of shit going on. This movie's gonna be crowded. The color grading on this is weird. His hands are like gray, while his face is still kind of brown. That's very strange. Who is this? Is that supposed to be like the god that, one of the gods that he takes the power from? Because the way he uses it, the Shazam power, he does it backwards, so it's like Shazam. So it's like Mazhas, Mazash, Shazam, yeah. And so there's supposed to be like different gods associated with Black Adam's power. So it's supposed to be like Set and like some other gods. I can't think of them. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. I think Hades is supposed to be one of them because the H. Like maybe this is supposed to be one of the gods, but why the fuck is he here? Like you're adding another element to this movie? It's so crowded. Like this movie needs to be almost 3 hours. If not over 3. And this guy looks clearly devilly. Like, look at the pentagram on his chest. That's not something that Black Adam or Fate brought in, is it? Like, God. Was, like, Inner Gang just trying to, like, resurrect gods? It's so strange. Ooh, wait, he switched weapons. Sorry. I just noticed he has an axe. His thing can change. That's so cool. But I like the mace. The mace is his staple. The axe is really cool. But the mace, I love the mace. I wanted a mace for the longest time. Not like a real one, but a plastic one, so I could just have it and be like, hee hee. But now I want a Thor hammer. Probably still want a mace. Cyclone's power is so interesting. It feels so dizzying, but it's so interesting to see. Oh, that looks like an Ankh sword. That looks more like Energang. They have like these weird, wow, these look like skin straight out of Splitgate. Oh my God. That's really funny. God, I haven't played Splitgate in a hot minute. God, who is this man? Mephisto? No, don't even. Oh God, why did I say that? I wonder who he's picking up. He must have picked up the two like bystanders who are sort of on Black Adam's side but not, and they're like, you explain what the hell is going on. Why is he here? Why is he so mad? For many reasons. Did Inner King have a logo? No, I thought this was like a logo on his head. It's just strapping. And there's Atomic. I wonder if he's rushing to help or trying to rush in to beat him up. You can be its savior. Don't ask to recruit him to Justice Society. He's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna be locked away again. I'm staying in my country. You fuck off. Maybe he can get one F word. He can get one fuck. I'll allow it. I feel like that's a trademark for The Rock, you know? I want this to be good. I want it to be good, but I'm scared. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it looks really interesting, and I was, like, pretty sold by the first trailer. But now you're adding in all these new elements. Like, you're adding in Inner Gang, you're adding all this Justice Society stuff, you're adding Amanda Waller, then you're adding this Satan man? And then we're supposed to have the origin story, and then have possible romance with this other woman, and then the son, and then the guy. It's so much. It's so much. It feels so crowded. And then, on top of that, The Rock wants to bring in fucking Henry Cavill. It's just, it doesn't seem possible, you know? Look, I'll still watch it. I love going to the movies. It was like one of the only things like I didn't really give up during the pandemic. I always wore a mask. I stopped getting like the food and stuff. Now that things are a little more lax, like I've been going a lot more often and it's been fun. I'm gonna go see Woman King. I'm really excited. But man, I think it'll be fun enough. But I think I am going to be not thrilled. And I think the problem is, even if I do have a good time and this ends up being an amazing movie, the DCEU is going to get rebooted. So, like, who cares? Unless this is set in an alternate universe. Maybe they can throw that at us because it seems like they're technologically advanced enough. So it's not like the 50s or whatever, and they have the Justice Society instead of the Justice League. So I was like, is this an alternate reality where, like, Viola Davis and Henry Cavill are still their characters? Maybe? Can we do that? Can we do that? I don't know. I'm gonna flick dead. What did you guys think? Are you okay with all the changes? Are you okay with all the stuff that's gonna happen in this movie? Let me know down below. Do you still wish that he had his widow's peak in the ears? I do. Because sometimes he looks just too much like The Rock. And listen, he's a handsome guy, but like he's The Rock. He's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. There's no getting around it anymore. Like he's so, I wouldn't say he's overexposed yet. Maybe a little. He's just not Black Adam. You know how people can like melt into their role? Like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Like Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. I'm not seeing the Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. Anyway, comment below your thoughts, like and subscribe. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.